Here we go. Welcome to our weekly team call. I believe this will be the last. Wait, okay. I don't know. We'll probably do our team call next week now that we're on Thursdays. Since it's the day after Christmas, we'll see who shows up. But so we have one more team call left in this entire year, in this entire decade, which is crazy to think about, but also really exciting because I just think about what we can accomplish in the next 10 years and just in the next year even. So I'm really excited for this training tonight and working on our vision boards together. Amber was going to start by showing the vision board that she made for last year. I couldn't find mine from last year. I found one that I started working on from a few years ago. But we are using Canva. If you guys don't have Canva, you can pay for it, but you can also do it for free. And so if you have never used it, I would go on there while you're multitask and do that. And then we're also going to give you some like prompts to think about your vision to get a little bit more clear about what kind of things that you want to see and create and kind of how to do it. But I'm really excited, and it's really important because this is how you move forward. This is how like you just really take off in your business, is creating a clear vision. So
okay, so there's so many different ways that like people can think about their vision, and so I'll show you guys last year's, and it's kind of similar to like the last few years, and I made it, so I'll show it to you guys in a second, but it has like my morning. This is like, these were goals. Like, I don't even think I ever actually did a lot of them, but it was still something that I wanted to remind myself of. So I had like my morning and my night goals, and then like images that reflected things to me for me. Another thing, there's like all these push journals out there. There's like so many different things you can do if you want to like free write and just think about goals. But I think it's really important to associate feeling behind whatever it is that you're going to state for yourself. So the images can represent to you the things you want to accomplish, but they need to be attached to feeling, because if it needs to be specific too, before I show you guys mine. So an example is, instead of, I think we're better than this, but like, this is just an example. I want to get healthy this year. Well, that's not like a clear goal like that. You don't have anything to really measure, like if you're healthier or not. Like you're like, I feel healthier. Like you need to be like, I'm going to reduce my body fat by this percentage. I'm going to be this size, or it can be like, I'm going to feel this way, with something. Sorry, there's like toys behind me happening right now. Can you maybe do that like a little less aggressively while I'm talking? Thanks. Please. Thanks. I'm gonna kill everyone. Okay, enough with that toy, please. Everyone's listening to me right now. You are embarrassing me. Just kidding. Okay. So I don't even know what I was saying now. Having like goals that you can measure and goals that are like crystal clear, just so you have something to like go off of. Okay, so let me screen share. Never know how to do this. Desktop one. Okay, can you guys see my desktop? Okay. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if I can make this bigger. You guys see this? Yeah? Okay, so these were goals of mine. This was supposed to be for this year, which is like LOL, because I had a baby. So I thought I was gonna wake up at 6 a.m. and do all this stuff. And I thought I was gonna go to bed at 9 and do all this stuff. But hey, it's still a place to start. And it's still something, like yours can be whatever you want it to be. But these were just things, and I'll get back to this eventually. But so I've got like my things on the left here, like what time I wanna wake up. I'm gonna drink my water and apple cider vinegar and lemon every single morning. Totally did that. Coffee, totally did that. And then morning process, I do want to get back to doing that. So 3 minutes each of gratitude, affirmations, prayer, workout. And then, that's the second one. Then get into my workout, and then do invites, email follow-up, social media, unplug by 3 p.m. That's like my ultimate goal, to just be like done by 3, so I can just hang out with my kids. Nighttime, pack lunches, whatever. You guys can read this. Prep next day's meals, be done by evening by 7, 5-minute meditation. Yeah, these are like goals. So images, just to like break down, just to explain this a little bit more. And we're gonna like have you guys think about how to break down these goals. But we want them to be not just business, be a reflection of like, think big and think of how you want this next year to go. And it has to be, it can be like everything. So it can be business, it can be health, it can be spirituality, it can be anything you want. So top left at that time, I really wanted to have a VBAC. So I had a picture of like Fisher, because he's important to me, and Lucy, and was really, really having aspirations to have a VBAC at that time. Elite, and then here I had a picture of the top 10. Hey, can you stop that? I'm in the middle of my call talking. And then I had like an office space workout place. Like, this is someday I really want to have this. So this will go on my board again this year, of just like having a space where it's like my office and workout. And then we got Tammy Hembauer right here, body goals. She's a mom of 2, so I'm like, why not, right? And then here's a $100,000 bill. That doesn't even exist. That's just an example of what I want to make in a year, $100,000. Hey, can you turn that off?
Yeah, okay, or not.
Okay, I'm gonna kill my son. And then I've got a picture of like camping. What else do I have? Retreats, which we did do, that just looked a little different than this. I really want to be able to do a pull-up. Picture of water, because I love traveling and going somewhere tropical. I had a picture of meal prep, because I really wanted to get like on point with meal prepping and being really good about that, but also showing it. So for me, that picture symbolizes like not only being meal prep, but also being able to document and share meal plans and stuff with people. I still one day really want to have a travel camper that I redesign or like what's the word I'm looking for? Not design, whatever. So I have a picture of the inside of a travel camper, a house. One day I want to own a house, and then just making sure I have like a really tight budget. So you can see I've got body goals, fitness goals, retreat goals, team goals, money goals, house goals, budget goals. Like, it's all that plus like actual things that I want to accomplish every morning and every night. So this was obviously just done. I just Google image stuff, saved it to desktop, and you can do this from your phone as well. And then I just like, you can literally like pick up these, like under here I had another one from the year before, some food. So you can like literally move these around, make them as big as you want. This was just a plain background that I like just put, oh yeah, and then this is for 7 diamonds, because I want 7 diamonds, so I'm at least 5-star. So that's what that is, like in case anybody was wondering why there's a card there. But yeah, you can just easily make your own. And then I saved this so it was like the screensaver on my phone, and it was the desktop of my computer for a while. So that's what I got so far. I don't know if you want to add to that, Kate.
So also I really want to point out, I never did this on mine. I really like that you wrote out like what you wanted your morning and evenings night, even if it didn't go like that way. Technically, I like that intention. And that's something I want to do too, because I think what's important to remember with these visions is getting down to like those daily habits that lead to those big vision goals, and just that it's really important to see them every day and to remind yourself what you're working towards. I did write out a few prompts to help people get a bit more specific, like we talked about. So the 3 things to help you create a vision and think about what you want to put on your vision board. So if you want to write it out pen to paper, do it on your phone or your laptop. I'm just writing it out pen to paper because this is what helps me. So first is like 3 things with your fitness, health, or body. Like, it's all encompassing: health, fitness, body. Like 3 goals that you want to accomplish. Again, like Amber said, be specific. Do you want to be a certain size? Do you want to have a certain, well, not that you can necessarily have a certain body type, but get back in shape post baby? Like, what is your goal? How many programs do you want to complete? How do you want to do a specific program like the Ultimate Reset? Do you want to like write out what your goal, 3 specific things for fitness, health, and body? I can say that. But like, are you strong? Are you energetic? Are you like flexible? Are you muscular? How do you show up for your workouts? Like, think about those things. I don't know. Everybody wants to take a minute to write those out.
Also, I totally just realized something because I went on Canva just now and I'm like typing 2020 vision board.
Mm-hmm.
My vision board is called 2020 Vision.
I like that. I didn't even realize I did the same thing and it didn't click to me. Mom brain, like 2020 vision. Like that's oh goodness. Okay, I'll just give us another minute for this one and then we're gonna move on. Okay, really quick, I'll share my 3 fitness things that I wrote out. Get back to paleo and complete Ultimate Reset after I'm done breastfeeding, assuming I finish breastfeeding at some point this year. Complete every new Beachbody program that comes out start to finish. And I wrote down follow plan exactly. So, I mean, I've noticed when I've in the past gotten the best results, and I use AV Obsession when I got like the most ripped, and the best results is when I did the program completely as like recommended. And so that is one of my goals for my fitness. And then my 3rd thing is do something outside of Beachbody programs, fitness related. For example, going back to CrossFit or rock climbing or taking a yoga class, like something for me that's active and that gets me out of the house. So those are my 3 things. I don't know if anybody wants to share theirs. If not, you can type it in the comments or we can just move on to the next thing.
I'll go while I can. So mine, one of them is from like this last year as well. I still want to be able to do a pull-up. Never been able to do one ever. So I'm like still, it's always going to be on my health goals. I want to get back down to my weight that I was before I had Violet. So I have a number in mind because I know what I was at a healthy weight. Stick with nutrition, macros, containers, and then I put / nutrition / macros / containers, and then complete Ultimate Reset.
I like that you are specific. And I also wrote get back to containers, though I had it as started follow to or start to finish, but I've been doing 2B mindset with a combination of the containers for breastfeeding. But anyways, okay. Anyone else want to share theirs really quick?
Mine's pretty obvious. I want to compete in bodybuilding. That's my like main goal. But just to break it down even more, I would like to do like 3 shows. I want to do the one that I'm scheduled to do in May. I want to do the Beachbody Classic at Summit, unless of course I'm, getting my $100,000 check for the Beachbody Challenge. And I want to do a show in the fall, but at one of them, I at least want to like take home some sort of trophy, which is like a huge deal. So that's my goal for my fitness for 2020.
I love it. That's awesome. Because it's like something you're already doing, but then you're like expanding on top of that. So I think it's important to do that first. Like all of us are going to push ourselves. Like if we know we're going to hit a goal, like it's okay to maybe take it to the next level within that goal. So I feel like that's a perfect example of that.
Yeah. I'll share really fast because then I have to hop off of the call. But mine are definitely, I would like to get down to like a size 6. I want to like lose some body fat. If I could lose like 10% body fat, that would be like really cool. So I'm thinking about doing one of those like submerge like body fat tests where they like do your body composition and everything, because that's just, it's so accurate. And a lot of times those places have like packs where you can buy like 3, right? So you do like kind of one in the beginning, one in the middle, one in the end. And so I really want to focus on kind of decreasing my body fat percentage, because I think that would be cool. Because I know I have muscle, I just want to show it now under all of this. Nutrition is really big. I want to get really strict on my nutrition. And not like strict, but just like holding myself accountable more and not eating like an asshole, because I feel like I've been eating like an asshole lately. But yeah, so nutrition, decrease my body fat. And then I'm doing the work right now, but like kind of like Kate said too, just always like taking on the new programs and following them as prescribed, not just following them to my own heart's content, because I don't think you get results like that.
True that. Thank you for sharing, Katie. Every
time someone shares some, I'm like, yeah, me too. So, oh yeah, I think I want to be vegan too. Oh wait, I think I want to, wait, what? So my list just keeps getting longer and longer.
But hey, you're getting specific, and that's all that matters.
I can share mine.
Yay.
I know Rachel just put go back to vegan or vegetarian. I was like, oh shit, I kind of want to add that too. I put a goal weight number. I put 140. I'm not sure yet. I'm at 160. I started at 183. But I would like to take some kind of test or go to the doctor and see, I don't know, just what would be like the best number. But I'd like to also stick with Ultimate Portion Fix. I feel like that helps me the best. Like stick with it every single day. And then I would like to start running like outside. I like never have before. Like I hate running. It's uncomfortable. It's painful. And I just kind of want to like break out of that uncomfortable shell and start doing it just at least once. I think I have once a week. And I don't know for how much time, but it's just something I hate doing and I just want to try. And it'd also be fun to do outdoors when it's nice. So yeah, that's mine.
Love it. It reminded me of the call that was Monday with Trent Shelton, like just doing something that let you limit yourself, like doing what you said limit you. So I really like that. Okay, let's move on to the next one, which
Can I go first? Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. But before I should do my goals there, I wanted to say Madison, like running, that's how I kind of started my fitness journey many years ago, and it's so much more mental than it is physical, which is why it's kind of like really rewarding. But my goals are to fit into my pre-pregnancy jeans, and these are like the way back jeans from when my almost 5-year-old was born, that still don't quite fit the same. Complete the ultimate reset and try to do that as 100% as possible. I'd love to hit 135, weigh 135, which has been many years. I'd want booty gains because who doesn't?
Yeah.
And I want to see my abs because, like the other Katie said, it's I know they're there. It's just a matter of getting rid of the fluff over top of them. And that's it.
I see Oh, I'm really surprised Rowan is still asleep right now. When I see I muted myself. The next prompt is 3 business goals. So 3 goals you have for your business. And I really want to encourage you guys to think big with this because it is an entire year. So don't limit yourself to like just diamond or, you know, like you have an entire year ahead of you. So
Just to like save time, I already wrote mine down. So mine are, I want to be 1-star diamond. I want to pay off my debt, which is $10,000. So it's not like a crazy amount, but it's still a lot to me. And I want to have a savings fund, like a safety net of $5,000. Those are my financial goals.
And then, okay, so that was actually the next prompt after this is financial. So this is business. So think rank, think coaches under you, think success club, think about what you want your team to look like, think, I guess I should have been more specific. Okay, so there's the next prompt is, so we're going to go business, finances, your free time / community, like how you give back if that's a thing for you, and your home. So with that being said, your business, yeah, think coaches on your team, your rank, think success club, think success starters, even like what kind of success you want to see and what kind of success you want your coaches to see, your challengers to see. Okay.
Hey, Kate, can you listen to the questions you just said?
The questions or, okay. Yeah. I'm like, what did I say? About like the business part?
Yeah.
Okay. So think about maybe how many people you want to help, what you want like for the year total. So I wrote down help 200 people get started for the entire year. That's my goal. Think about how many success club points you want to aim for each month. Think about maybe what kind of challenge groups you want to run, what you want the results to be. Think about your coaches, what kind of like your business, what rank you want for the entire year. So I wrote down, for example, the big 3 for me and I literally have written this goal down year after year after year. And again, I'm not changing it, is 10-star elite coach. That is my goal for the entire year. Like elite is the main goal, but I really like to have a team. And then that goes to my second goal, which is have a team of leaders, elite, premier, star diamond coaches, and then help 200 people get started on their fitness journey. So those are my goals. And then it breaks down, like I'll break them down further, but that's just an example.
There was like an accident, so I was half paying attention. Are these financial or business?
These are business.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll share. My biggest one is I am ending 2020 a 5-star elite team. So I want 7 diamonds. So that way it is solid. So basically that is all encompassing, because that means that I need to be the kind of leader that is helping my coaches, those of you that are my PS coaches, are getting to diamond, staying diamond, and then also being able to, if your goals are to also be 1-star or further along, and to like become like a solid diamond. So that just means that, yeah, that's like my biggest focus.
I like those. Anyone else want to share really quick before we move on?
I'm adding to that. I want to be, is it all stars if it's like an entire year of Success Club?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, that I'm like 6 months deep so far, so that's cool. I want to qualify for the Success Club trip.
That's a good one. I totally forgot about that one. Yes. I love that goal.
Adding that. Like, okay, so last year or this spring, I earned the trip, but I didn't get to go on the cruise because you can't bring babies under 6 months. So I wasn't able to go on the cruise, and then Kate didn't go on the cruise for the same reason. Anyways, and then, but the year before we were all in Mexico. So that was like in spring of 2018. I remember thinking like Kate was there and one of my coaches was there, but I remember thinking like, wow, I want more of my coaches here. Like, and so I really hope that this one that we're going to earn in 2020 will be like so many of us, like everybody that listens to these calls, like we're all there hanging out, partying. Cause there's always going to be like Amy's coaches, like you're going to see Set Your Soul on Fire, but it's like really special if we can all be there. It's just more fun.
Yeah, I know. I already have FOMO that I'm not going. And it was funny because I was talking about Amy on my stories last week, and she's like, I'm excited to meet Rowan in Punta Cana. I was like, I won't be there because Rowan will just be 6 months old, or right at 6 months old. I don't know who's at the door right now. Hold on. Mute myself real quick, but you guys share.
Also, I wanted to say, oh wait, what is Rachel saying? How to qualify for the Success Club trip? Is that what she was saying? Okay. She's in the back of an Uber. I love it. Dedication. So they changed it some years, but it used to be that you had to hit Success Club every single month. But now I think for this one that I earned, you had to just earn like 10 points between January and March, and then like another 10 between. So it was like you could have 0 Success Club 1 month, and then have like, 5 1 month, and then 5, and like they broke it down. So because they used to make it you had to hit it every single month, and then they kind of changed it to help those people that maybe missed a month. Then however many points so basically you get to register. They'll like look at you and be like, cool, like you earned the trip. So you get to pre-register, and then we have to make these quarterly payments. But I've never made a quarterly payment because the Success Club points that you earn end up being like dollars towards your room and board. So mine maxes out at $1,200. That's the cost of my room in Punta Cana. And then on top of that, I get some spending money. So say you earn the trip, you hit Success Club, you qualify to go, but then you just didn't hit it every single month. You might have to pay a little bit more. It's all in the FAQ. They want to make it so like any rank, any person can go, but when it is all, I still have to buy my plane ticket there, but it becomes all inclusive. Like I don't have to make payments because I've been, basically the more points you hit, the more like money toward the trip you get. I'm probably not explaining that as good as FAQ, but.
That was explained, and that changed my goal to all-inclusive Success Club trip.
Yeah, because I had something, I didn't really understand how that worked, and then I somehow didn't get on a trip. So like I was waitlisted. This is like in 2017. I was waitlisted, and then this is why I changed my email from Hotmail to Gmail. They sent me a thing saying you're off the wait list. You have 72 hours to reply. Then if you don't reply, you're not allowed to come on the trip. And I missed the email, and I missed my chance to go on the Success Club trip. And I was so mad because I had like earned it. And then my Success Club partner, my like friend, was like, well, I get a +1. And so I was going to go with her, but then we had to pay like, because she didn't hit Success Club all year. So then she was like, in order for you to be my guest, we're going to have to pay all this money to go. And I was like, oh, never mind. So I didn't go. Because I was like,
but you were on the cruise. We were on the cruise together, right? We went on.
Yeah,
the
I made it to. I made it to 2. I made it on the cruise with you in 2016 to Bahamas.
And it was Punta Cana. Because we did Punta Cana before in 2017.
Because I joined Violet. It's gonna be okay. I joined at the end of 2014, so I watched everybody go that spring in the 2015. I was like a new coach, but everybody was in Punta Cana without me, and I was like, ah! But I hadn't earned it yet. And then I went on the cruise the next spring, and then the one after that I missed the deadline. Changed my email. That's never gonna happen again. And then went to Mexico, and then I missed this one because.
Yeah. Gotcha. I'm really bummed that I'm missing 2 back to back. Oh well, there will be so many more. It won't even like faze me. And I've already been to Punta Cana. That was one we already did, so I'm telling myself that. Anyways, okay. Let's move on to finances. So, what do you want your finances to look like for 2020? This can be biz related. It can be business plus, whatever. If you have another job, that other source of income. It could be being able to leave that other job. It could be being debt free. I would get specific with how much you want to make a month. And it doesn't have to be just for, it doesn't have to be just for, what am I trying to say? The entire, like you can work up to it. You can be like, I want to make this much by the end or halfway point or something. Does that make sense? Like, so say your goal is you want to make $1,000 a week or $1,000. I would encourage everyone to push for more than $1,000 a month, because that's totally doable. But like, say if I want to hit $1,000 a week, break by the end of the year, break that down. I guess I'm trying to say, I don't know. My brain, mom brain. Yeah. Okay. We can take a couple minutes, and I'm going to use my calculator to do this because I want to break this down. Okay, my financial goals, I'm going to say it really quick, are $100,000 a year, because I've had that again as my goal forever, which breaks down to about $8,300 to $8,500 a month, and then roughly $2,000 a week. Debt free, and start savings account, because I don't have a savings account, and that is important to me now that I have a baby. I mean, it would be important to me anyways, but like now that I have a baby, extra important, because I like what Jacqueline said about having like rainy day money, because that is important. Anybody else want to share?
I'll go.
Okay.
Oh.
Who is that? Who's speaking over me?
Katie Jean. Go ahead, Rachel. You're in the Uber.
You guys probably can't like see me, and that's fine. But I figured for me, 2020 is going to be like my financial year, hopefully. So my goals, ideally, would be to pay off at least $12,000 debt. And then with coaching, to be making a minimum of $1,000 monthly. And the third one would be to stop using credit cards. So short and sweet. Back to you, Katie Jean.
Thank you, Rachel. Well, here in Chicago, my financial goals: Beachbody income $25,000 in 2020. I want to do $5 million in sales for my real estate business. I want to meet with a financial advisor to really tell me how to take that extra income and use it. And I want to start saving for a second investment property.
I like those.
Oh boy, Dad.
Anyone else? If not, this next prompt is kind of a fun one. Okay, so what are 3 goals that you have for your free time / I also have community? What do you want to do in your free time? Do you have any hobbies? How often do you participate in them? Maybe travel. What do you do for fun? Learn an instrument, learn how to do the splits. What luxuries do you enjoy? And as far as community, like, I really want to give back. And so for me, that's why I also put community. Like, how do you give back? How are you of service to the community? So I realized for me, one of these things was redundant because like one of my fitness things was do something fitness related outside of Beachbody programs. And that's kind of part of my free time, especially as a single mom. Like, I'm not going to get that much free time. So I'm putting that back under there. And then hike at least once a month with Rowan. Ideally it will be more, but there's that. And then volunteer, find a way to volunteer. And as far as like giving back and donate things I don't need, like I really want to downsize. And I realized so much with having a baby, like how much he does need for certain things, but also doesn't need a lot of things like, and things that I can pass on and donate is just a way to give back.
I'm going to say that I also put hiking because me and my fiance hike, and I would like to go on another hike with him. We haven't done that since I was like 5 months pregnant, and it was an 11-mile hike, and it was intense, and we stayed overnight on the summit in the White Mountains, and it was amazing. So I want to do that again. And I want to go on a girls trip with my friends because I don't ever see my friends. I moved. And like, I'm not really, like, we don't have the same things going on anymore. So it would be nice for me to just like get together and do something that doesn't involve me sitting in my house or on my phone.
I think that's huge. I'm also going to write down more family time. Right.
Yeah, I have like specific family goals that I put in there too, because like I don't do enough outside of my house. Like my kid gets home off the bus at 4:00 and then we do homework and we eat dinner and we get ready for bed. So I want to be able to do more things on the weekend without feeling like so lazy. You know, like I just want to stay home sometimes. So I want to do that too.
Actually, that's one extra prompt. So we have like 13 minutes left in this call, but I want to add one extra prompt, whether we get through it all or not, which is your relationships. Because I think this is important, whether you want a relationship, are you single, married? Like, what's your relationship with your children? If you have children, do you have date nights? Like, do you have family dinners? What kind of things do we want for that too? Because I think that's important. I put single/dating myself. Oh man. That just is funny to me. Does anybody want to share your relationships? I guess we kind of skipped from your free time. You can share both. You can do whatever. I realize I jumped around a bit there.
I also have to like add to that because like I need to plan my wedding. Like I've been engaged since not this past August, but the one before that, and we haven't like even thought of anything like a date at all. So I'm gonna spend some time this year like planning something.
That's a good call. It's funny because like as we go through this stuff, I keep thinking of other things to add on other places too. And I had already like started, because of we've done like these vision calls, I had written out a lot of things for my 2020 vision, but like going through, I'm getting so much more specific than doing this. Madison, you'd love to spend more time with Nick doing outdoor stuff, biking, also have more date nights. I have 3 sisters and we're all extremely close. Oh, sister trip. That sounds so fun. I like that. Anyone else want to share? Okay, Rachel, relationships, less TV time, more fitness activities together, Nashville or Austin trip. I like the less TV time. That's a good one. That's a good one. I said for me, special bonding time with Rowan, and I'm with him 24/7. His dad, I don't know if his dad is involved, but he's deployed for the first year and he doesn't come back till the end of August. And we're going to be co-parenting. But that being said, we don't have anything figured out for when he does come back. And so it's really important to me that I spend this time with Rowan and have some sort of special bonding time while I have him full time. So the next one also gets me excited because this is really motivating to me is your home. What are 3 goals that you have for your home? What does it look like? Where is it? By the ocean, by the mountains? Are you like, and this doesn't even have to be just for 2020. This could be like a long-term vision one too, but like also that, do you have a pet? Do you want to get a pet? Do you want to buy new furniture for your home? Do you want to organize more? Like some space that makes you feel good. Rachel, minimize.
Dude, it's so bad. When I moved into my new place, I was like, I am going to become a minimalist. I'm going to get rid of so much stuff. And I have cut down and donated a lot. But even just looking around my place last night, I was like, there's still so many things everywhere and items. And it's just overwhelming to the eye and to the mind. And I'm really just trying to cut back on that in hopes of like de-stressing and helping with my anxiety and everything.
Feel free to send me more Gymshark leggings, just, you know, if you have any more.
No, and legit, I haven't figured out like minimizing. It like since having Rowan, I feel the need. Since being pregnant, I feel the need, but now even more so, I'm like, I need to get rid of stuff. Clutter as a mess is like stressing me out, and I tend to be I like cleaning, but I just never have the time for it. But now that I have no time, that's all I want to do. So I need to like get rid of so much stuff. Marie Kondo my life. Okay, Madison, go get the book Slow Living for a Frantic World. I'm putting it in my Amazon cart.
In the book, she actually, I think she just had a baby too. I think I told Amber about this book a while ago, but she just like, it goes through different chapters, and so it's not all minimalization, but it's like there's like one about mindfulness, about the things that you have, and it's kind of nice. Like I obviously didn't understand the mom part, but like being a new mom, I feel like you'd connect with it well.
Yay, I will check that out. That is, it's a hobby. It's under my hobbies too. Oh man. So for home, I put to get a new apartment in Lake Oswego, which is a 2-bedroom. And I say that because I like where I live, but I really like this other area. And I want a nicer, newer apartment because my apartment is really old and it just is like they're doing renovations and stuff, but I want a place that I feel proud of. And long term, I want to be able to buy a house, but that won't happen in 2020. So I want to have a place I feel really proud of, and then have a room decorated for Rowan that I can just go all out and have it be his room. That means a lot. Anyone else want to share? I know, Amber, you're busy with Violet.
I can go. We moved into our house about 2.5 years ago, and we still haven't painted the walls in most of the rooms. And it's a hideous flesh color that drives me bonkers. So I'd love to paint the walls. Our bedroom is not cozy or cute. It's just so like, I don't know, it feels like a bachelor pad in our bedroom, which drives me bonkers. So make it cozy and beautiful. And then we have a big storage room downstairs from when we moved out of a single family house into essentially an apartment. And I want to organize that stuff because there's a lot of stuff that I love that's in there and I just don't even know where to access it. So I'm either finding things at home or at least organizing it so I know where to find things.
I like that. That's what I'm trying to do with my entire life. I keep saying that, but it's for real.
Mine was, well, I live at home right now. Nick and I both live at home. We're both finishing school. So we won't move in together this year, but I kind of like redid my basement though at my parents' house, like as my workout area. So I just put like, I want to make it like nicer, like put up my TV, get a super nice like weight rack or whatever. So I have those things. So when I do move out, I can take all of my gym stuff and just put it in a new space, make it look extra cute, I guess.
No, that's fun. Thinking about specific things you want for your home, things like space. I need to write that down too. Have a designated workout space.
Jacqueline,
wait, sorry. You go, Madison.
Jacqueline was like sharing something, but I couldn't tell.
Oh yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah, I was trying to show you. I did my Canva board already, but like you can't really like see it. I'm gonna obviously.
There was an app for your phone. That's a game changer.
On Canva? For Canva?
Jacqueline had it up on her phone. I've been using the one on my computer forever, and I know forever ago they made an app, but then it didn't really work. So the app actually works. This is what
I only use the app. I didn't even know it was on the computer.
I feel like a grandma. Oh, I don't know what's going on.
I only used the app until Mary was like, "Oh, just get on your computer," and it's actually easier on the computer. I feel like.
Okay, Amber, do you remember though when it was only the computer? Okay, so I'm not just crazy over here.
They have if you go on the app, you can do like Instagram stories.
Yeah, I'll finish for her because I use that. I use Canva app for my stories and like my stuff in my challenge group and in like my private coach group and stuff. And I've made vision boards before and I use Canva and it looks so good.
Okay, well, you guys just made my life so much easier because I do a lot of that stuff just on my computer because I thought it was only on my computer stuff. Thank you. Well, I know, yeah. So we didn't have a ton of time to actually do that unless some of you guys did. I know Jacqueline did. I still need to go look up all of the things for this, but I took a lot of like writing and I did that. And so I'm excited about that and to even break some of these things down even further. And then, yeah, just take some time to create that vision, put it somewhere like, so I will make it the background on my computer, but I think what I really want to do is go after I finish and print it out and then laminate it so I can put it just around my apartment somewhere where I'm going to see it, where I'm going to work and see it every day. And then that's also fun because you can check things off. I'm like a person who I really liked Morning Meltdown 100 and I love the calendars, like physically checking things off like makes me feel good. So whether you're checking things off throughout the year or like doing that, but just a thought. Does anybody have anything else they want to share? Any takeaways from this before we wrap this up? It's so weird that it's just now 6 o'clock because my brain is like so confused, but I'm really just surprised Rowan didn't wake up at all. What?
It's 9 o'clock to me.
Okay.
Are we gonna post these by any chance?
Yeah, I was gonna say everyone like I have to go back and listen to some of the things that Kate said, unless you want to just share the main bullet points of like all the things you were saying, because I missed some of them. And then yeah, we should all share ours.
Yeah.
like, comment them in the team pages.
I'll make a thread with for the people who missed the call, and I'll get the recording up, but I will also do like the bullet points.
Yeah.
Type them out.
Cool. Thank you for everything, guys.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.
See ya.